Hello, my Vibe Tribe. Welcome to the Daily Vibe. Sorry if I was making a face when that started, but my thing was kind of like, oh, hi, you're dumb. Ooh, sorry, I'm having wardrobe malfunctions here. So sorry. Because everybody just needs this. Oops. It's going to be that kind of morning. It is going to be that kind of morning. I'm so sorry. Let me fix my hair. Good Lord. It is a day. It is a day already. Been up for a while though, so that's pretty good. I am going to shuffle the Rebel deck since that is everybody's favorite. And today's things to think on Thursday. Oops. Oh my goodness. Today's also the day my parents met a bazillion years ago, and I'm super excited about that. Even though my mom has passed away, I still remember all the important dates in my parents' lives, their birthdays, their anniversary. But for me, it's just because it's special. And you kind of feel a part of it, right? Because without their anniversary, there's also no me. And I like being alive. I really like being alive. So, yay us. Yay family. Yay Lucas family. So, yeah. You know what? There's a card on top of the Rebel deck that I just saw that I'm definitely legit gonna pull also because I think it's adorable. But also, let's see, let's give this one 3 shuffles. Oh, there's some cards sticking out there. Oh, that was an easy one, eh? So, things to think on Thursday. It's also day 10 of 30 Days of Self-Love. Got up early this morning, went and got blood drawn by the vampires. The guy was actually pretty funny. Because I'm just sitting there, by the way, he was like one of the best phlebotomists. Did not feel the needle going in. But, he's sitting there telling me, I left you some blood just in case you need it for the rest of the day. It's like, thanks. And then I got a Starbucks because I'm also feeling better. So I was telling Sibling this morning, my body does weird stuff, right? Ever since I was a kid. If I'm getting a cold, I'll sneeze, right? Your occasional sneezes, but more often than not. But if my cold is about to tell me it's going full blown, I will sneeze 3 times. And then at the end of my cold, I will sneeze 3 times. So I sneezed 3 times a day and I thought, we're getting Starbucks. We're getting a peppermint mocha. So, first of all, welcome everybody. Good morning, my mutt twin. Good morning, baby sibling, beautiful baby sibling. Good morning, older sibling, who just literally texted me and told me that one of our favorite shows, Zoe's Extraordinary Playlist, was canceled. I have a sad face, but at least it ended on a high note, so I have a funny feeling they may have known it was being canceled. And good morning, Jessica. Welcome. It's always fun to see her on here, because I don't get, she's a busy girl. How's your leg? So anyways, ooh, look at all that lipstick. So it's been a while. California's going to open up in 5 days. I'm kind of excited. Tentative opening up. I mean, it's an opening up, but, with rules. Hopefully one day we won't have rules anymore. Look at that. It made it. So anyways, today's day 10. How can you set better boundaries in your life? I figured I would do that as the things to think on Thursday. I am so sorry I keep scratching my ear. I have one of my curls just keeps getting in my ear and tickling it. So, she said BC should be open fully in September. We're kind of open well, starting on the 15th, we're supposed to be open fully. But when you're in a building or on public transit, like if you're working or in public transit, and if you're a server or whatever, you still have to wear masks. But if you're walking around outside, I don't know. I might still mask up for a while just because I have so many and I love them all. And I still haven't had a chance to really wear my Yoda one or my Loki one. So, and maybe I'll save my Loki ones for Wednesday. Because, it came out yesterday. All 6 episodes. And I say that with sadness because really? 6 episodes? Come on, guys. So anyways, I don't even know if it's a limited series. So, Jessica says Canada is way behind on vaccines. I've heard that. I have a friend who lives, I have another friend who lives in BC. He was telling me the same thing. I have another friend that lives in Alberta, and she was telling me the same thing. So, here's to Canada getting whatever they need to get moving. But, moving back into my lane, here we go. So happy meeting anniversary to my parents. Happy birthday to one of my nieces. And I think that's it. I think that's it. Oh, no. I told Sibling, I don't care if he died or not. I am going to wish Prince Philip a happy 100th birthday. I totally think the poor guy got gypped. Okay, whether you like the royal family or not, when someone is like within spitting distance of 100, you really, really pull for them to make it to 100. It feels like he tripped and fell right before the finish line. So, not a great metaphor, but it did make me sad. I was really, really pulling for him. So, and I believe today would have been his 100th birthday. So, happy birthday, Prince Philip. So, anyways, let's get going. In fact, today's Sibling and I we're gonna finish our British shows. So, there's this really good show on HBO Max called Ghosts. It's actually a BBC show, but and it is so funny. So if you have HBO Max, search up Ghosts, Ghosts, just like it sounds. It's just comedy, but it's funny because they're generational ghosts of the land. So, but it is. If you need, like, if you love great straight up sarcastic humor, I guarantee you should watch that. And then she also told me we're going to finish The Crown today because I am slow AF, guys. I have been going through so much the last couple of months, and mentally, and just trying to clear out, just kind of doing a spring cleaning of myself, that I have not been mentally available to watch anything. And to be honest with you, now that they're on the whole Princess Diana thing, it just makes me sad. So I just think I was kind of putting it off. We had 3 episodes, right? It's like poor Sibling, Cliffhangerville. But so we're going to finish that today. But if you have never seen that show, I highly recommend it. Very, very good acting from season 1 and season 2 to the transition of season 3 and season 4. I'm actually looking forward to season 5 and season 6, although I have some friends who are just struggling because the new queen was also the very, very wicked lady in Harry Potter. And, her name, Imelda Staunton, I believe is her name, but her character's name is it's escaping me because we all hate her so much from the Harry Potter series because she's so mean. But I think I like her acting. I think she will do a bang up job. And, let's see. Jessica says, was it you watching Sweet Tooth? Oh, it was Amy. And because of Amy, another one of our mutual friends, I put it in my watch list and I'm so excited about it. And it's Sweet Tooth on Netflix. It actually looks like a really interesting show. So, day 10 of 30 Days of Self-Love. How can you set better boundaries in your life? How can you set better boundaries in your life? I actually find this to be a particularly good one today because, it's like I said, I'm just reading these from blessingmanifesting.com is where I got these 30. It's actually 31 days, but we're going to combine day 30 and 31 into the same day because 31 is more of a follow-up question. But Jessica says Sweet Tooth is awesome, so go and watch it on Netflix. Good morning, Ladina. So, but yeah, how can you set better boundaries in your life? Now, here's the thing. I'm about to throw a metaphysical term at you, which actually, it's metaphysical in nature term-wise, but it's actually a gift quite a lot of people have that don't realize they have it. Do you ever walk into a room and you sometimes feel overwhelmed? Like, no reason. Like, you got out of your car, you were feeling great, then you walk into this room and it's either all this fabulous energy, or maybe you're walking into a very solemn situation where there's just a lot of low energy and you just either feel suddenly blue or you feel suddenly overwhelmed. And so you just kind of have to take a step back, take a deep breath, and move forward. If you have these issues, you may actually be an empath. Now, being empathic is something I think a lot of people have, but they don't realize it because, like I said, it really is a metaphysical term. But I think because people put the term as metaphysical on it, that people just kind of like, no. Now, metaphysical stuff is not bad. Some people think it is. Some people, it doesn't jive with the books they read or the book they read. And, and that's okay, but some people do. Some people who read the good book will sit there and say, you know what, this is me. I'm open to anything. And, and it's like me. It's like I said, I have no problem with whatever anybody's beliefs are, whether you believe in God, whether you don't believe in God, you're an atheist, you're not an atheist. I try to stay in my own lane. But by staying in my own lane, sometimes I think I miss the mark by sharing things that people need to hear. And I think that a lot of people need to hear this, because setting boundaries in your life, if you're an empath, it takes more than just saying, you know what, I need to not hang around you as much anymore, because, you bring me down. But some people don't understand that. They don't understand why this person makes them feel bad about themselves. I mean, maybe it's pretty obvious because they might not be very kind to them. But it also could be like, you go near somebody and all they do is complain, or they vent. There's no happiness or joy in their life. And then you go home and you just feel wiped out. Again, that's another sign of being an empath. But when you don't know that and you say, you know what, I really don't want to hang around this person anymore because, this, that, or the other, you feel guilty because, people vent for a reason. People need people for a reason. And sometimes they need your guidance for, whether it's hard to do or not. So I'm going to give you a tool in the comments. Okay, I'm going to post this in the comments from my friend Violet. She posted it in a group we belong to. I asked her if I could share it, and I will. But I'm going to post it in the comments because I want you to read through it. I want you to copy it. Okay, I am going to screenshot it, okay, and put it in the comments so you can save it. All right. I also put it in my regular Facebook, so all my family and friends, you can copy and paste it into your notes. But I think it's really important for people to do this because regardless of whether you think you're an empath or not, setting boundaries with people, it really is a form of self-love. Okay? It truly is a form of self-love. I mean, metaphysics is a field of philosophy, and it's one of Jessica's favorite philosophical fields. I love it. And, it's really just about, to me, it's really just about discovering all your spirituality and your spiritual side. It's about being open. I mean, if you really think about it, if you are religious and you do go to church and everything, metaphysical kind of jives with miracles, right? It's a study that asks you to believe, even when you can't see something, whether it's God or a different god or goddess you may follow, or a different higher power, or even if you don't follow any of those and you are straight up atheist and don't believe in all of these things, accept science. Science will even say, hey, you know what? Weird things happen and we can't always explain it. So, it's asking you to trust. Okay, now I'm not telling you have to do these things. I'm just telling you that my spirituality, yes, I do believe in God. Yes, I do have a table filled with all types of metaphysical, spiritual gods, goddesses, beings, angels, guides, spirit guides. I left no stone unturned, okay? And again, as I've mentioned in the past, it's not a just in case thing. It's because there are different entities for different guidances. It's like having a GPS, right? You put in an address because you're going to a specific place. So you call on a certain person, But I was raised to believe in God, and my mom and dad were polar opposites when it came to religion. Religion made my dad not believe anymore, and my mom, religion got her through a lot of stuff she went through in her life. So I was kind of raised with a Bible, but also questioning it. And I'm not trying, like I said, I'm trying to stay in my own lane. I don't want to run over anyone's beliefs or thoughts. But I find that I was put in a very unique situation because, when my parents agreed, once I was out of high school, I could make my own decisions on my religious path. And eventually I just realized that, for me personally, not everybody, but for me personally, I don't need a building to pray to God. And over time, I became more and more comfortable reading about other gods and goddesses, the Celtic ones, the Norwegian ones, just all of them. There's just so many fascinating, incredible stories and people out there to just learn from and read about. Even the Hawaiian one, I mean, come on, growing up, we all knew about the goddess Pele. Of course, when you say it to someone who doesn't know that, they think it's the soccer player, football player, but who was also very amazing. Okay? I mean, have you ever seen him do the bicycle kick? Yep. Dude, I wouldn't even attempt that. I would probably kill myself trying. But yeah, so just, when it comes to what we believe, I don't like to push my beliefs on other people. But like I said, there's a lot of times when I feel that if I stay too close and too tight into my lane, that we miss a lot of things. So not everything I talk about on the Daily Vibe is going to jive with everybody, and some of the stuff will, and sometimes it may jive with you every day, or it may open your mind and think, hey, you know what? Here's a thought. So I was actually reading an article the other day that says, why can't Christians be why can't Christians be metaphysical? And it wasn't saying they shouldn't. It was talking about how a lot of people who follow a certain path are beginning to expand on what they believe in. So see, here we go. Jessica, Flamekeeper here with a doctorate in Christian studies. I love theology. Theology is an amazing thing. I would love to study theology, actually. That is kind of a new thing for me as of right now, because the more I think about what I just talked about, the more I realize there's so much for us to learn, so much to open our minds to. But when it comes down to it, no matter what path you follow, there's just one simple rule we all have to follow, and that is to be kind to one another. Don't be mean to somebody because of your interpretation of something else. Okay? That is not an excuse. Being rude to someone because you think you have the right to, that doesn't fly. And if you think God is okay with that, you're wrong. Because, I mean, I'm not trying to, I'm stepping out of my lane on that one. I don't think God is meant to be feared. I think he's meant to learn from, to teach us, whether you believe in him or not, whatever your higher power is, it's meant to teach you how to be kind to one another, not shoot each other in the foot because you don't like their preferences, because you don't like their skin color, because you don't like their hair or their eyeballs or their lips or whatever. Okay? Don't. Just be kind. If someone's dressing in a way you don't like, walk away. Don't look. Somebody has a personal style. Let them have their personal style. Just leave them be. If it's something that doesn't jive with you, keep it to yourself. Nobody needs to hear your rudeness. Nobody needs to hear your unkind words. Okay? If you're talking amongst friends or whatever, that's one thing. But, talking and telling these things to people, it's really wrong. But just even with your family and friends, just try to keep it light. Everybody is perfect in their own way. Everybody has a reason to be alive. And everybody is on this earth to serve a purpose one way or another. Whatever it is, that's for them to decide, not you. Okay? So see, as Sibling said, God loves that person as much as he loves you. And yeah, we're going to get upset and aggro from time to time. We're human, right? We do the best we can every day. If we complain about something, just don't sit there, okay? Don't anchor yourself. But this is how you set your boundaries. Okay, I know I've kind of went on my own little thing here, but and I don't even know where half of that came from. This shit's just coming out of my mouth. So I swear to you, someone has got to be saying this through me. All right, and take that for how you will. But it really, this is how you set your boundaries. This is how you set your boundaries. You decide what affects your energy, and you decide when and where, this person can, and Ladina says we are here to learn from God, or learn for God. And, I truly, truly believe that the God I believe in, and all the gods and goddesses I believe in, are just wanting us to be kind to one another. Thanks, Jessica. I'm glad. Maybe whatever it is you put out there that you needed, girl, somebody's talking through me and giving it to the rest of the world. And I'm glad it's giving me the courage to just say things that I probably wouldn't say on a normal basis, because I don't want to offend people. I don't want to shoo people away. So like I said, the daily vibe every day may not be your cup of tea, but just, all I ask is that you hang in there and just see if maybe something from, point A to point B, well, like, beginning to end, might resonate with you. Because the one thing I can say about the Daily Vibe is I cover all kinds of subjects in a very short amount of time. It is like a roller coaster with different tracks and different ups and downs and loops and corkscrews and all that fun stuff. I think I just threw me for a loop right here, but that's how we learn. That's how we grow. It's just, it's having this I can't think of the word, but it's having this openness to be open to other things, to be open to other ideas, So, again, how can you set better boundaries in your life? Again, for the empaths, and even if you're not sure if you are one or not, I am going to put in the comments a very good grounding technique that my friend Violet came up with. And I'm going to put it in there because I think it's good for a lot of people. I have a friend who misses me, wants to hang out. And unfortunately, I've had to set up big boundaries with her because no matter how far in the past something happened, it's all she knew how to talk about. She was unable to find happy things in her life to talk about. So she would always just complain about old things. And for a time, you try to be there for them. But there's only so much you can say about the same subject. And if they refuse to change or, to see the happier side of things, to see the positive side of things, sometimes you have to pull back a little. So, I'm still a little nervous about hanging out. And it's not that I don't hang out with people who have problems. We all have problems, guys. It's just some people don't know how to find the joy in anything. And, I've tried helping and I've tried guiding as gently as I can. And, this is also a person who very early on when we met used to put me down and call me names all the time. Until finally I put my foot down. They're like, well, I'm just kidding. And I'm like, well, did you ever consider the fact that it hurt my feelings? And she said, well, you're just sensitive. Yeah. When I told sibling that, she went into big sister mode. When I told baby sibling that, she went into baby sister, big sister mode. And that was 5'9.5" of anger right there. Because she was not happy either. So I was bookended by some pretty protective siblings. But I just kind of said, you know what? Here we go. If you keep talking to me like this, we're not talking anymore. Because I had to set a boundary. And guess what? It stopped. Because I think it wasn't her being mean to me intentionally. There was just so much sadness and so much anger in there that it's the only way she knew how to communicate. And it stopped. And for a while, I was helping her find this path of, trying to be kind to the people around her, trying to find the joy in things. And it worked for a while. But, everything that we do in life is a work in progress. It is. We are in one big long training session in life. We're constantly learning something every day. We're constantly building on things that we've learned already. And, it's not that you just... Good morning, Eileen. It's not that you don't want to help people. It's like I said, I don't want to put out there that you should just ignore people that need you. Be there for them, but set your boundaries. And if you have to set it with them verbally, do it. Because I remember one time when we went to hang out with her, sibling was with me, and she's like, you know what? We're just going to talk about fun stuff today. And for 2 hours, that's all we did. But then it reverted into the last hour where it was the same, complaint about the same thing about work and the boss and this, that, and the other. And, it drained us. It really drained us because sibling is also an empath. But, oh, thank you, Eileen. She says, create those expectations with people. And you really need to, you know. So it's not that you want to be mean to people, because I've had people too say, look, you know what, if you're going to complain, I don't want to be here, you know. And this was me a long time ago. Sibling used to put me back in my place all the time. You know, I mean, she really is a huge, huge figure in the last 20 years of really kind of getting me to where I'm at today. You know, baby sibling and I developed this really close sister relationship in the last 7 years, and it really has gotten me to a place where I am today. You know, it is built on everything my parents taught me, and it has enhanced all the good things in me, and I'm grateful for that. So remember, if you have to set your boundaries and you have to do it verbally, do it. If they are really your friend, they will understand, but don't be mean about it, okay? Just say, look, you know what? I really care about you, but I really want to just spend time with you and find out how you've been, what you've been up to, what's going on. And, you know, maybe things have happened since the last time you've seen them that, you know, they really need to get off their chest, that they really need to talk about. And that's okay. But when they start regressing into things that happened years ago, try to guide them out of that. Okay, that's our job, is to try to guide people into a happier place. We can't fix them. They have to do that themselves. But we can show them a path. We can show them that there is another way to see things. And if they still refuse to do that, then just say, you know what? Just sit there the best that you can. Try to put your, you know, your little protective bubble up, and, you know, again, limit the time that you see them, you know, and limit the time that you spend with them, because your energy needs to be protected. You don't owe the world your soul. Okay, your soul is meant to help people. Your soul is meant to guide people. We, like I said, we cannot fix them, but we can help them the best that we can. But we do not owe other people our souls. Our souls belong to us. All right. Oh, baby sibling, I love you too. So the mindful messages. Seriously, someone just like, oh, I'm gonna slap you upside the head. Loving friends. I surround myself with people who inspire me and grow together with me. My friends raise me up and hold me to the best that I can be. I am loved unconditionally and supported throughout my journey. I release old friendships which may be toxic or keeping me stagnant. You cannot make this shit up. You guys saw me. I did not look at this card. I love how it all works, right? How it all comes together. That is metaphysical stuff. It's just knowing that the right message is going to come up. Sibling, why the sad face? Okay, I'm not sure if Sibling needs glasses or she's just sad and angry at the same time, but she is posting some pretty crazy emojis right now. And all I can hear, if it's an accident, are going, damn it, wrong button. So, seriously. So anyways, I'm going to read that again. And it's cute. Look, it's like a little photograph, right, of them all. Loving friends. I surround myself with people who inspire me and grow together with me. My friends raise me up and hold me to the best that I can be. I am loved unconditionally and supported throughout my journey. I release old friendships which may be toxic or keeping me stagnant. There you go, kids. Here's a rebel card that's hidden, but I want to read this one really quick because it was cute. You need a big fucking hug. Squeeze! Squeeze! So, she says, sorry, hitting the wrong button, and yes, I was saying that. Do I know my sister, or do I know my sister? Ugh. She needs glasses. I can hear her saying, shut up, I do not. Yes, she does. She does. So anyways, you need a big fucking hug. Now squeeze. And if you have no one around you, put your arms around you, squeeze real tight, and pretend I'm hugging you, okay? Now, for the very last one. They broke your heart. Fuck them. I don't even know how this goes. You know what? Maybe this does kind of go with it. I'm going to tie this in right now. Toxic people. If you've had to leave them behind, fuck them. So, I know we're all not really in that place where we just like, you know, fuck off, fuck you, no way, I don't want you in my life. You know, when people hurt you, just send good good vibes to them, because you don't want that crap coming back at you. You don't want to put the bad juju on someone and say, I mean, sometimes people have it coming. You can't have light without darkness. Okay. And so, a lot of us have been through darkness, and now we're starting to see that light. We're starting to see the end of the tunnel, and just seeing what beautiful things might be there. But just remember that, remember the darkness that was in your life. Don't pretend it didn't exist. Remember it, because that is what got you to this point. I had very, very many dark years in my life. I've always been honest with the fact that 3 times I have come that close. See, there's no space to committing suicide. Now, I say that close because I was ready. I was ready to do it. I felt like there was no way out, and lucky for me, divine intervention happened. Back when I was 16, I got a phone call, or 15, I got a phone call from my bestie. Answering machine never picked up. The phone just kept ringing. And in fact, it was weird, because after we were done talking, the phone rang after that, and I didn't get to it in time because I was in tears and I was just kind of letting all that stuff out. And the answering machine picked up. So that there was somebody looking out for me there. The second time, right as I was about to take a bunch of pills and wash it down, sibling calls, my mom calls, my dad calls, bestie calls, same bestie that called at 15. And then the last time was just a few years ago. I was down. I was I was lower. I felt lower than the dirt. Okay. I just felt that I was done. And as I was getting up to just figure out a way to do it, I got 3 text messages. One from sibling, one from baby sibling, and one from my friend Charlie. All of them saying, maybe you should try therapy. And I'm not going to go into that. You already know how I feel about that. That's your choice. It's up to you. But the last one from Charlie was, maybe you should try therapy. It helped me after my mom died. And I realized that that's what it was. My mom had died. Sissy had passed away. And my friend had just committed suicide. And I was already in the darkest place in my life when the third one passed away. And, I thought, okay, maybe this is what I need to do. I have too much gunk in my life holding me down. I'd thrown my anchor. And not only had I thrown my anchor, I'd thrown my anchor and it was attached to me. So I'd basically thrown myself over with the anchor. And I was just waiting to die. And I was trying to figure out a way to make it happen faster. And, I don't mean to trigger anyone, but just a few months ago, I had a suicidal thought. And the first thing I thought was, no. You don't get to have a place in my mind. You don't get to be entertained. Because I'm meant to be here for a reason. I'm meant to share a message, whatever it is, from day to day. I open myself up before I do these vibes. Whatever comes through me, sometimes it's me. Sometimes I believe maybe it's one of my angels talking through me. Last night I was talking to Archangel Gabriel, and I was asking him, please, just whatever somebody needs to hear tomorrow, help me, because I've got nothing. And yeah, Eileen's saying God is telling you it's not your time. He has a bigger purpose for you. I'm so sorry. See, this is why it's good to have a cold, because you have Kleenex by me. But it's not always easy to share these things, to open yourself up, to let people know, because a lot of people are ashamed that they've come that close. A lot of people are ashamed that they've tried it. Older siblings, an open book. I know she won't mind me sharing this. She failed twice. And that's how she said it. The first thing I thought when I woke up was, I can't even do this right. But she changed my life. And she changed a lot of lives along the way. I know other people who have come close. And, I think one of the things about my weight is I told baby sibling a while ago, when that thought entered my mind a few months ago. And I told her, I said, I realize I've been trying to kill myself by eating myself to death. That's why emotional eating is an eating disorder. I'm not ashamed of it anymore, because I'm trying to get a handle on it. And I say trying to get a handle on it because it doesn't work every day. But I know that it's a problem now, and I know it's an issue that I need to deal with, and I know it's something that I'm taking care of because I want to be alive. There are days when I come really close to thinking, why? And then I remind myself, why? This vibe, everybody always thanks me for saying, hey, I needed this message. Hey, I needed to hear this today. Thank you so much, Shelly, for talking about that. You know, every so often I'll get a like on YouTube or maybe a like on Twitter, but it saved me too. Talking to you guys and sharing my stuff, which is helping you, has also helped heal me. And it helps me heal every day because I have a brain that doesn't always cooperate. But it wakes up Monday through Friday, unless I'm super sick and I can't focus in a car when I'm going home. But I wake up every day because I know there's something in me that somebody needs to hear. Sometimes I may repeat a message because maybe somebody's new and somebody's coming in that needs to hear it. But I just want to thank every single one of you who have watched, who have given me your feedback. You know, all these people on here right now that love me unconditionally and that I love unconditionally. And, you know, Jessica, I've never even met in person, but I adore her. I adore her. We have connected on a friend level. You know, in the group we belong to, there's a core of us where we've all connected on a friend level. And they feel like my metaphysical family. You know, and my metaphysical family also includes my own actual physical family and friends. Sammy, I've never met Sammy in person, but she's my mutt twin. She is my mutt twin. You know, and of course, you know, I can't see everybody that's on here, you guys. I've known Eileen since she was a little girl, you know, and I hate to say it, I see her more than my cousin, who is how I know her. But you know, you all have my heart. And you all mean a lot to me. And I was able to hold off the tears. But no, you mean a lot to me. And I appreciate it. So, you know what? When they break your heart, fuck them. So, I know I had to leave on a happy note, guys. But anyways, thank you for hanging in there. Thanks for listening on my little soapbox here. And for letting me go on and on as I spill my heart to you. But I do appreciate it. And I do thank you all for supporting this vibe and for helping me keep it going, and to help keep me going on the days when it's really rough. For anybody that's new, I don't fake it. So if there's a day that I am not vibing very high, I will be honest with you. We will do our best to find the message in that moment. And we will do our best to get through it together. Okay? So again, Monday through Friday. But June, because we're coming up on the weekend, I do the 30 days of self-love on a very quick special edition of the Daily Vibe on the weekends, usually about 9:30, because this girl on the weekend does not get out of bed before 8. Okay, I don't care if I wake up at 4 and I'm rolling around in bed. I refuse to get out of bed until 8, at least, you know, unless I'm really bored, then I'll get up. Anyways, my brain. So, Jessica, I love you too. Thank you, my friend. I really appreciate that. And you know what, guys? Thank you, everybody, for all your feedback and love today. I appreciate it, including Sibling and her wrong emoji pressings, which are always kind of comical. Because, you know, if you ever do a live, you can see the emoji, and then you can see the profile picture of who came into it after. So, there you go. And you know what? I didn't realize I was talking this long, but I just got my Raphael message, and it says you can invite me into your dreams for a healing conversation. So there you go. I hope everybody has a great day. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you tomorrow for Glow with the Flow Friday. Okay, have a wonderful, wonderful day.